Eamonn Holmes shocked three-word reply as schoolgirl in Union Jack dress, punished. GB News reacted after a 12-year-old schoolgirl was removed by teachers for wearing a Union Jack dress on a culture day. Presenter Eamonn Holmes and the rest of the GB News panel reacted in shock after a 12-year-old schoolgirl was punished by teachers for wearing a Union Jack dress on a cultural day. During Tuesday's breakfast show, the panel spoke about a Warwickshire school that put on a culture celebration day on Friday. One pupil wore a Union Jack dress and wrote a speech about British history, including William Shakespeare, fish and chips, and the royal family. However, she was later told that the dress was unacceptable and was taken out of lessons and made to sit in reception until her father collected her. Her father, Stuart Field, said his daughter was left embarrassed. A school spokesperson has since offered unreserved apologies. Stuart said, "Courtney was so embarrassed and couldn't understand what she'd done wrong. She should not be made to feel embarrassed about being British. She shouldn't be punished for celebrating being British. Nobody else I've spoken to can quite get their heads around it." The GB News panel reacted in disbelief, with Eamonn saying the situation was awful. He slammed the school and said, "Culture, that's their own culture. What is the issue? What is the problem? Get over it." Anna Firth also said, "Apparently, she was actually removed. She wanted to celebrate our own culture. This is what we should be teaching our children." Many followers have reacted furiously to the news. One person said online, "The greatest shame here is that from a young age, she is being made to feel her heritage is second best or something to be embarrassed about." Good Morning Britain star Narinder Kaur said on X, "Like a kid in India asked to celebrate British culture for the British kids around her and she still rocks up in a sari, daft." Another person also reacted, "Disgusting. All teachers involved should be sacked," whilst someone else also commented, "So what school was it and who decided to send this wonderful girl home? Whoever sent her home needs to be made an example of and should be sacked and never be allowed to teach again." The school, located in Rugby and rated as good by Ofsted in 2021, has since apologized. A spokesperson for the school said, "We deeply regret the distress this has caused and offer our sincere and unreserved apologies." Eamonn Holmes tears into Labour's latest electric car grant in scathing GB News grilling, "Only good if people buy them." The latest grant offers drivers a £3,750 discount on electric vehicles priced under £37,000. GB News host Eamonn Holmes has grilled Labour's Roads Minister Lillian Greenwood on the government's latest electric car incentive, declaring the scheme is "only good if people buy them." The initiative provides discounts of up to £3,750 to make zero-emission cars more affordable for British consumers and aims to bridge the price difference between electric and traditional petrol vehicles. Pressed by host Nana Akua on whether she personally owns an electric car, Greenwood admitted she currently drives a hybrid vehicle. She told GB News, "Our household car is a hybrid, but we're going to be getting an electric one next. I think we're in the same position as lots of people." The minister acknowledged that many people share similar concerns when considering an electric vehicle purchase. "I think we're in the same position as lots of people. If you're thinking of changing your car, you would like to have an electric vehicle. You want to go green, but you're perhaps a bit worried about the upfront cost and a bit worried about whether you'll be able to charge it easily and conveniently," she said. Criticizing the grant scheme, Eamonn Holmes claimed that the incentive is "only good if people buy them, and the government must make them more attractive to buyers." Eamonn stated, "It's only good if people buy them, and obviously at the moment they're not buying them. And you've got to make that attractive. I appreciate the task that you have and I appreciate that I, for instance, would want to do what I would deem to be the right thing for the environment, but I just know it wouldn't be the right thing for me, and I'll not be buying it until I'm forced to buy one." Greenwood responded, "Actually, a lot of people do want to buy them. If you look at the last month, 1 in 4 new cars bought in the UK was an electric vehicle. That's a 38% increase in the first 6 months of this year compared with the first 6 months of last year. But we know that upfront cost is an issue. Obviously when people do get an electric vehicle they can get around, they can save about £1,500 a year because they're very economical to run, especially if you can charge at home. You can travel for as little as 2 pence per mile, so you could drive from London to Birmingham for about £2.50. So it's really good value." Greenwood also highlighted that the charging infrastructure is expanding rapidly to meet growing demand, topping 82,000. Greenwood explained, "I recognize not everybody's yet convinced, but a lot of people do want to be able to do it. And of course we're expanding the ChargePoint network all the time. There's a new ChargePoint, a public ChargePoint going in every 30 minutes now, 82,000 across the country, and we're determined to make sure that continues to ramp up. Greenwood also outlined Labour's £25 million grant for cross-pavement solutions, which Nana Akua branded ridiculous. She told GB News, "About 68% of people have got a driveway so can charge on their drive at home, but we want everyone to have the opportunity to switch to a cleaner, greener electric vehicle. We announced a new grant of £25 million to enable local authorities to roll out cross-pavement solutions. So if you live in a terraced street, you park on the road outside your house, but obviously you don't want a dangerous cable trailing across the pavement. So there are these pavement gullies that allow you to run the cable through the pavement, but there's a sort of flap over the top that keeps the pavement safe for anyone walking along.